So it's about high time that our dungeon had a proper boss in it and not the weird little goblin guy that just happens to be next to this big chest here. And what better boss than something from the Inferno dimension, which is super expensive to get into. But if our dungeon keeps making as much money as it has been, then we should be okay. And we can definitely spruce it up by getting another monster spawner in here. Probably somewhere with a whole lot of nothing, like this tiny room right here. I mean, the only monster we're missing is this little crawler guy, so we can be okay in there. And we haven't even leveled him up any, which is good because we can just get by with a wooden chest right here. And I would like to see another room right here to maybe connect these hallways together, so there's more than one passageway to the little sanctuary room here. So let's just run the dungeon for another day so we can get some more money to work with, and then maybe some more souls too, which will also allow us to unlock more things like more monsters in the upgrade tree here. And currently we are researching realm proficiency, so the monsters that we have right now are a little better. But I think after that we can move on to more rooms too here to give us more options to work with. And thankfully the potion containers are working this time because the developers recently put out a patch to fix that. And right now our adventuring party is just marching through this effortlessly. And it does look like there's going to be 2 adventurers that don't get a party, unless they just form a party of 2, which I don't think they do. So they're gonna have to go through the dungeon on their own, so we can see how solo adventurers hold up. And him fighting 2 creatures on his own is a little concerning, I think. But then we'll see if the respawn pedestal actually works. Someone said that it had to be in the same room as when they die, which, oh, hey, it works now! Oh, beautiful! But it's on a cooldown, so hopefully this guy survives a little longer. But that is so nice to finally have working. That makes me feel a lot better about things. Oh, and I guess someone else just died because the respawn pedestal went again. I feel like it's about to be very active now. Might need more of those, but they cost 1,000 gold. But now the research is complete. Stronger grasp of the underworld, perfect. So our satisfaction right now is only 45, but now we have more materials to work with, and there's a whole lot of quests we completed too that I guess it all reset. Well, that's a whole lot more money to work with. Whatever update the developers did that did this, I kind of wish they do more of, because this is so much money. So we have enough money to open up the Inferno now, but we just need more souls. And we're also gonna spend all this money anyway to be a little more prestigious about things. So for right now, let's get more than 1 respawn pedestal in here, because if there's more than 1 adventurer dying at a time, I think they'll appreciate it. And then maybe we can put a room back here instead. So let's see here. If I put a hallway right here like this to connect those 2 things, can put another big room right here to connect these 2. I like this. But now we have also lost all the money that we gained. Lovely. Anyway, more rooms research going. I would get another spawner pedestal in, but we don't have the monsters to put there, so let's summon a new one quick with the barely amount of money that we have. And do I know what you are? Are you a skeleton? Yes, you are. We can have another skeleton. Not that we can put him anywhere though. It's time to get more funds. It is also telling when an adventurer goes through here, and then the first time they kill the monsters, they don't loot the chests. But he's dead now, so is he respawning twice? He's respawning twice! Oh dear, did I just catch him in a loop? He's just trying to get out of here. Oh man, I feel so bad for this wizard. He has no chance of doing this. But he leveled up, so that probably means he's gonna do better. That's another good reason for the respawn pedestals. I like this. I like this way more. Although respawning so much seems to really take a toll on their energy. But he leveled up again, which sadly didn't rejuvenate his energy. Too tired to continue, so I guess he leaves now. But he leveled up to level 3 now. And he's not really worried about anything else. Nor should he be. But look at that happiness rating though, that is maxed out. And we finished the research very quickly. Ooh, for even bigger room sizes. I like this. And the satisfaction went up too. We can start researching a boss store to get a boss area set up. The question is though, how big is 15 by 15 exactly? Oh my gosh, this thing is huge. I don't have room for this, except for over here. So that can go way off in the corner. That is beautiful, but I can't afford it. Oh, cause it costs 2,200 monies. I didn't see that. But now we should definitely be finding more ways to make money, like maybe some more vendors. So maybe having a second potion dispenser in this room, so there's more to work with, and then we could also raise the prices as well. And then we invest a little more in spicing up this room here, and then a monster spawner will go right in there. And I think for the next time, having another like resting fire somewhere as well is gonna be extra helpful. Probably something that we can put over here, because I think I like the idea of having hallways go around to the boss room more than just having it be right there. But they are also not heavy with the prices. So we're gonna have to drop those back. I don't think they've been buying them from anywhere from the looks of it. Oh, yikes. So that's a little disappointing. But now we have people buying the potions now that everything is back to 10. So I guess that's just something we have to keep. And then just have more potion dispensers. And something else I'm curious about. When an adventure goes down, I don't think that we actually manage to keep the souls if they respawn. Which we might find out with this ranger here because he's not having a good day. Oh, unless he levels up and then he heals completely. Leveling up the best healthcare plan. But he's also really low on energy. And the campfire is kaput. At least he's surviving, which this wizard probably isn't going to. Like, he just leaves the fight entirely because he's tired. So the wizard is kind of left to die, unfortunately, unless he levels up. They have awkwardly good timing on that, but now so many of them are running out of energy. So that's definitely something to keep in mind for the next day. Health potions are kind of expensive. Yeah, we're just gonna keep everything at 10 and then put 2 of them down. So where's a good spot for another campfire? We might repurpose this room, honestly. Instead of it being a monster room, that can be in this one. We can set this one to be the camping spot. And then we just make sure that it's accessible from both directions. And we actually have enough for a sconce or 2, so that's good news. And then a monster can go down, but we need a chest. So maybe only 1 sconce. And then we get the urn and the little clay pot. Okay, so that should be better. Ooh, and lots of things to collect. Even more money, yes. And a reinforced door, very cool. And look at that max rating, 1.99. Just a little more decorum, which thankfully we have a lot of new paintings to work with. Like a large one here. Not really sure what would be better, but I feel like this wall is very blank without a large painting. So right over here, a glorious set of armor, yes indeed, which is kind of doing overkill with the beauty of the room, but I like it regardless. So let's just set it in the campfire area. That's a 31% increase. That is amazing. And if we are overkilling the beauty in this room, then maybe we bring those skulls back anyway. So that's only 1% over instead of all the other percentages that the shining armor had. Now this next day should be a lot better for the adventurers because there's more camping spots to rejuvenate stamina. And it's really interesting to see adventurers not really peer into the resurrection room as soon. They still go this way, but thankfully when they don't need the fire pit, they pass right by it. But there are still a lot of adventuring parties in the same room as each other, which I feel like is congesting it quite a bit. And they're already emptying the potion vendors. Oh my gosh. But look at our max rating as well, 2.23. So we can get a 2-star rating here in a little bit. As soon as this guy levels up because he's dying over and over again. And there it is, yes, 2-star rating, beautiful. I feel like when we decorate the boss room as far as it can go, it's gonna be up to 3 stars. That's the hope anyway. But now we have the boss door completed. Oh, and I guess the respawn pedestals have a limited number of respawns. I didn't realize that. But that also means that people have been dying enough that they're all getting used up. So that's kind of on them. But now we have the boss door researched. Although the satisfaction is starting to go down a little bit. Oh, look at this. Elite monsters. I like the sound of this. Gives them a chance to spawn as stronger. But now the question is, do I keep upgrading things or do I buy things to max out the beauty in each of these rooms? Because there's only a few that are at 100%. Like a wall mural in here does 33%. Doesn't need to be that much of an increase. More mushrooms in here to get that to 100%. Although these small rooms, it's really difficult to place things properly, but that should be good. And the beauty in this room is pretty nice, but I think a painting is gonna be even nicer. 43% for this painting. Wow. Put it right over the door there. Actually, this wall is entirely empty. Put it over there. And then for the sake of my own satisfaction, another armor stand right in front of this door. But now the things that we have in this room really aren't doing much for the beauty of it. I guess there's a limit to these orbs here. So let's refund those and replace them with something better, like a tall painting right in front of the danger room. And you know what? Another armor stand, because I really like these things. And then let's also put another potion dispenser in this room next to this one. That actually raised the beauty of it all the way up. Nice. I didn't realize that the vendor things could do that. And look at how much that raises the max rating. 2.5 already. My goodness. Oh, the amount of things I wish I realized sooner. Now we are starting to get more adventurers in a day, which means that our small little dungeon probably isn't gonna keep up with everything, unless there's enough waiting for them in each of the rooms. And I guess this really puts into perspective just how quickly our rating is climbing, which is not a whole lot, because our max rating is 2.6, and The adventurers are having kind of a good time, but not nearly enough to raise it all the way up. But man, some of these adventuring parts, when they get to this room, things are just always empty. So I guess it really doesn't matter how many things you put in, because they're just gonna disappear like crazy every time. At least the tired party members like this wizard here were able to get to the little thing. And this wizard, now that he's leveled up, is actually holding himself pretty well now, which is a good thing. But now he's all the way max level, so he can't really get any healing bonuses there, and he is still going down in these fights. At least he's about to, because he's just kind of stuck in a loop, it looks like. But now he just leaves because he's tired. I guess resurrecting doesn't bring your energy back. And our satisfaction is still about the same rating. They want more monsters to kill. Someone in the comments was saying that maybe that meant not so much the variety of monsters that there are, but having only a few in a select number of rooms. So not like every room is a monster fight, which I guess makes sense for rooms like this that just have a lot of wasted space. So we're just gonna let this run for another day so we can focus up purely on collecting money, because if we spend a whole lot, finances really go in the tubes. And on this second day alone, we are reaching our maximum rating again, which is very good to see. What's also good to see is having elite monsters here. Oh, and the satisfaction went up the second day, even though I didn't really do anything. Well, at the very least now we have 1,500 monies that we can put towards stuff and some more research. It looks like we're at the end of this little branch of the research tree. So let's just go down this one maybe and get some more monster limits. And then maybe some lucky monsters too, just to buff the monsters more. And then a few more quests, more goodies. Stone bricks, I like that look. Let's put that in the resurrection room. Ooh, that actually really brightens up the place. Not as far as like mechanics wise, but at least as far as how it looks, I like that. Oh, we can actually invite the second legendary hero, who needs a satisfaction of 60% or more. Well, I guess the first one was like that too, but let's spruce this up a little bit before we bring him in here. And we can afford a 13 by 13 room, which would be good to have, I think, maybe over here. Not that I'd really be able to do anything with it though. I really just want to save up for the big boss room that can go over here. But let's get a few more things over here, like another iron sconce for this room, and then maybe a little more decor consisting of another armor set. You know what? I'm not fully against this idea. So we can put one in this corner, and then that actually brings it all the way to 100%. And then we'll get maybe a few stone altars in here. That should raise it to 99%. Oh, that is so annoying. So now we're looking at most of the rooms being at 100% beauty, except for this awkward one here. Well, let's just bring in the wide painting that we unlocked. And then maybe another one right next to it. Sure, it's a bit overkill on the beauty of it, but it looks nice. And that gets our max rating over 3 stars now. Oh, now we definitely need to bring in the legendary hero here. Sir Silvermane III, summon him. And just for the heck of it, a second table in here. Maybe some of these people don't want to be in the party with the immediate people that they meet. Whoa, hold on. Is that him already? No, but it's a max level ranger. Right at the start of the day, wow. Whoever parties up with him is gonna be super lucky. And they do seem to just go to the first table. So I guess we're not popular enough to warrant a second table, to be honest. But man, they just hit all the potion vendors. Why do they stack up on potions so badly? And we're just gonna keep an eye out for Sir Silvermane, because the rest of the day should be functioning pretty normal. Oh, there he is. Look at that helmet. That would look very nice on a wall. The wall of this dungeon. And he doesn't party up with anyone, so we're just gonna go through. Okay, good. Fight the rat before you... No. Why is all the party gotta be there at the same time he is? At least he can get some money out of it. And is there still potions in here? There isn't. Oh, that's tragic. Greedy adventurers. At least we are getting him to step over traps, which is a little nice. Oh, but the monsters aren't here for him to fight before he loses the chest. Well, he was still able to get money out of it, but he always maxed out on money. All the adventurers that came before him were just pillaging every container. There's absolutely nothing for him, but his happiness is going up quite a bit. So that's good at least. And then fight another thing. Yes, poor little skeleton, your sacrifice is noted. Oh, but he's not quite there, and it looks like he might be on his way out. Oh no, he still has to fight this skeleton, which did, ooh, yes, it did just enough. That's another satisfied legendary hero. Beautiful. And maybe we can get the, oh wow, he didn't even loot that container yet? What? I thought he had money. But maybe with his approval, we can get the rating of our dungeon over 3 stars. That would be amazing. And because he's going through the dungeon and just fighting random things now, his satisfaction is getting all the way up there. That is beautiful. He's completely maxed out there. Look at that. Such a prestigious dungeon, he says. Oh yes, you're my favorite. Way more than the other guy, but don't tell him that. He's just going through and fighting random things in a dungeon. I love that. which actually might spell bad for him because his health is almost gone. So we might take out the legendary hero here, which is not my intent, but you're just visiting every room twice, which means you're fighting everything twice. And oh, I guess they, I guess they don't resurrect, but we still got 100% satisfaction there with the Throne of Silvermane as a reward. Oh, I love that. Even though the overall satisfaction went down, it's a little weird. And this throne only costs 500, but where would it go? It's just so large and obnoxious, but it adds 100 points for this? Wow, maybe I can replace the fountain with that. Look at that bonus, that's 83 extra percent. This could be the only thing in a room and it would be amazing. But you know, we also don't need another table, so trash that. And then we'll set the room back kind of how it was. But now with that out of the way, I think we just save up until we can get the giant room to set up a proper boss chamber. Ooh, but we actually have 24 souls now, and there might be 25 after this, which means we could also put all of our money towards unlocking the Inferno monsters. We're gonna need to do both to get a proper boss room going. Oh yes, 3-star rating, beautiful, which actually unlocks the next legendary hero to try and do. Which, what even is this? A spawner of Draken? What? And yet another hero leaving because he got tired, which I might need to do something about that, but now we have the lucky monsters. But either way, time for more research. Okay, so next day we're getting 30 visitors. Wow, which means that we could get this ancient spawner going for faster spawns. I like that idea. And I haven't even done anything more here. But now we have the money to get the giant room over here, the 15 by 15. Now we're broke again, but at least we can afford another camping spot, which I think is going to be beneficial in this room here. So hopefully there's gonna be less visitors that leave tired. Ooh, would be really good in the boss room is a couple of the legendary rewards too. Mostly actually just this one. Right in the middle, but you can't afford it. But either way, let's get through a few more days because we need to collect even more money to afford the Inferno creatures now. And I will say, this fire mage all on his own is making a lot of use out of that resurrection pedestal. Like, him alone is taking out 3 uses of this one. That is ridiculous. Why are you still here? You're already max level. It's not like you're grinding XP. Okay, now he's leaving. He's like, I've had enough of this place. And a faster spawner now. This is gonna be huge. And we have a fancy door now. Wow. Not that the doors really do much, because all the doors have, oh wait, they actually do have beauty points on them. The other ones didn't. But let's get a little more research in here. The third eye? Preview the rarity of summon monsters. Ooh, I like that idea. Because we definitely want the more rare ones to be in the boss room. That way the money gains are huge. Something I might need, however, is a little resurrection pedestal in here, just so anybody that dies in this room can get back here right away. I don't know if it does the nearest one, it might. And now the research is complete, but we're not gonna have enough money for the monster summons by just a little bit. And that's the annoying part. I also just watched this guy fight the skeleton, go over to the rest area, and then come back and then die. Very effective, sir. And there he's gonna die again. Or maybe not, just barely not. But then he died to the trap, so he respawns anyway. Not really sure what goes through these adventurers' minds, but thankfully this rest area was here for him, so he got his energy back. Then he can go and fight more things, and then maybe die here. Or not, there he goes. But now the third eye is here, so we can keep the rarity of monsters. I like it. And also the income is incredibly skewed by collecting all these tickets still, because that's more money there. Ooh, and we have access to the big treasure pile now. Amazing. We just completed this entire like objective battle pass thing for the dungeon. So now what do I do with these? And we're still 100 coins shy. Oh, that is annoying. So one more day, I guess. Oh, I probably should have started research too. I didn't think of that, but an energy potion dispenser would be good to have. And thankfully that can resume during the days. So we're still gonna get it done with only 20 visitors needed. And there's the energy potions for us, which would also be good before the boss fight. And now we have 3,000 monies here. And there's more of these pamphlets being collected that really don't do anything anymore, but that's okay because now we can unlock the Inferno with 25 souls and 2,500 gold. Beautiful. And those things cost 375 to summon. Oh goodness, we might need a few more days of income for this, but we're gonna summon something new. Ooh, and we have a green one here. We'll take this one. It's a Crimson Sky Rake. Wow. But look at that Scorch Jaw. Oh my goodness, I need that in there. But we'll take this little guy though. Ooh, and we can unlock objects from the Inferno too. This will be good while we get more money that we need to actually decorate the room. So now we have a path of progression to follow just to set up an Inferno boss room right at the very end here. Can we change the floor to something more Inferno-like as well? Not really. Fancy floor doesn't really cut it. It's like they're fighting in the Taj Mahal. And now the Inferno decorum is ours. Inferno crystals and pile of ash. That's really what passes for a decoration these days, huh? Well, what else you got? Bigger pockets there, realm proficiency would be good. I wish I could research 2 things at once because both of these are very low demand right now. But let's do a little redecorating in this room to get room for the boss door. So the light can go over there, and then boss door to go right in the middle here. Yes! Beautiful, imposing boss door. Isn't that the same door that's on the front of this dungeon? Okay, not quite, but yes, boss room. Oh, that's what I like to see. Even though we only have 1 monster right now, but an ancient spawner should be what's good for that. And then we can get our sky rake in there. That thing is huge. Definitely need another monster though. And we do have room to summon a new one, so let's summon a new one. Ooh, a blue rarity. I like the looks of this. It's a Heckin Shaman. Neat. Which has 45 hit points. Oh my goodness. And it's got area heal as a skill? Definitely needs to be in this room. But we need more money for that, and this room is definitely not decorated enough. So let's take away the boss door right now, and then we'll run things for maybe 2 or 3 more days just to build up funds. And while we're collecting money, we get a stronger grasp of the Inferno, and then a little more proficiency to make summoning Inferno monsters cheaper, which I probably should have done to begin with. Oh, but now there's a blacksmith. I definitely need this. So that'll be a fun addition, and they're permanent buffs too. Oh, and permanently getting another visitor? I could be okay with that. Oh my goodness, that blacksmith costs 850. That's way more than I was expecting. But maybe it can replace this gargoyle in here. I think this is a good little room for it. So we get a little bit of money back there, and then blacksmith right here. Sure. And you also have prices to set for 15? I'm okay with that. And there's a lot of charges there too. But otherwise we have 1,600 monies. So maybe we get in another ancient spawner here to get the Heckin Shaman in there. And maybe one more? Yeah, we can do one more, which means we will summon a new monster. Okay, so we have 2 greens. Maybe we can just get one of each rarity, because I also really want to get this Heckin boy in there, the Scorch Jaw. That's an absolute unit. So then Shaman there, and then the Scorch Jaw there. Oh yeah, look at him. He is raring to go. But now we need lights, and we're definitely gonna need a few lights in here to go around the room. And then one by the eventual door, but we can't afford that yet. And I will say the wood floor kind of makes it look inferno-y, but I think the dirt is gonna be better. So we're getting there, but we need a few more things. Also, the rating has gone up so much, and they haven't even gone in this room yet. Also, my goodness, the financial chart is just kind of a mess to look at. Although you can see it move in real time, which is kind of exciting. So now we're getting that extra visitor bonus. The statue of Tristan in the middle is gonna be very good for just buffing all the heroes in the area. I want to get this room to 100% beauty before we open it. And there are some interesting paintings that can also make that happen, like this weird heart-reaching thing to go over there, I guess. And definitely gain a treasure pile in there. It can go right over here, so the heroes can pretend they're fighting for that. But the chest that we want is stupid expensive as well. Go figure. And I guess because the pile of ash is important, let's put that next to the door. And like, the other heroes didn't make it that far. And we actually have the maximum rating of 4 stars now. We could get a few legendary heroes in here. Multiple at once, maybe? That would be interesting. And the rating is also climbing super fast too. We only need like 600 or so to get the chest and the door. But we honestly might need more than 1 chest, so let's just go through the whole day. But hey, now we're at 3.5 stars, which is actually enough for this legendary hero, Midas Golden Thirst. But now we have more light sources, candles and crystal ore. Neat. How do the crystals look? They're the wrong color for this room. Although some candles are kind of cool to really add to the Inferno vibe. A little bit around the loot pile like so, and then we can put in the ancient chest right next to the money pile. And then I was gonna put something else in here. Maybe just a wall mural, that'll get to 100%. Or we could just get another Inferno crystal. That also boosts the light in the room. Oh, but that leaves the beauty factor at 99%. Why is it gotta be so tedious like that? Where's the pile of ash? Just get something really cheap in here. Over there, sure. Okay, now I think we're ready to slap the door on here. The boss door. Oh yes, the boss room is pretty much ready to go now. And you know what? Let's bring in a legendary hero, which it looks like as they go up, they demand more satisfaction to be satisfied. But let's see if High Lord Traken can fit in here. And for right now too, also research soul reaping. but we are celebrating the first day of the boss room with a legendary hero coming through, and these guys are all ready to go. Look at that, they're admiring the painting that's in there. They're one piece of modern art. It'll also be really funny if these spawning pedestals respawn them faster than the heroes can get out of here. But let's get this hero party formed and then see if they make their way to the boss room. I got really high hopes for them on this. And having branching paths at the start really seemed to be a benefit, because this group is going that way, and then this group might go straight down the middle. And there they go, buying their first potions and just relinquishing this thing of everything. This thing does not have that many charges, but we will have to see who reaches the boss room first. Oh, and here goes this hero party. The first one, they're stocking up on potions again. That's gonna be a help. And do they go in? No, they don't go into the boss room. Why not? You guys are right there. I spent all this time and money to put into that. But now they're buying potions. Are they going to bring them into the boss room, I wonder? They have a party to get through the boss door. Nope, they're just leaving as well. Unless they can't explore any more of the dungeon after they clear the boss room. Maybe it's one of those dungeons. We'll just have to find out, assuming somebody goes in there. This group is making use of the campfire, which is good. Ooh, look at this. They're going into the boss room. And they're fighting the things. Oh yes, I really hope they put up a good fight. The monsters, I mean. Which, this one hero looks like he's about to go down. Oh, they actually cleared them. They actually cleared all the monsters. And they are spending enough time in here that they might fight the monsters again. Oh, that is hilarious. And they're all respawning back. Oh, goody. And the chest is filled right up. So the hero statue actually was helping there. All the monsters here also just seem to wander to this wall in particular. Not sure why, but that makes it very crowded. Oh gosh, now we have 2 hero parties in here. Not exactly what I was going for, but it's boosting their happiness like crazy. And this guy leveled up too. Well, I'd say that hero party is pretty well satisfied, I think. And there's only a few more heroes before Draken shows up. So I'm just hoping that the monsters in the boss room are alive when he shows up. Also, these monsters go down way faster than I thought they would. We might need to boost them with souls, or maybe just get more in here. But can we reach 4 stars? Our maximum possible rating is 4.3. At least there is plenty of hero parties going into the boss room, and there's only a few heroes that won't because of party sizes. Oh, and Draken is here. He is very dark and brooding, it seems like. But he also had a summoning plate as a drop, so maybe that's even better for the monsters. So his satisfaction is already halfway there, and he hasn't even made it to the boss room. Oh, wait. Can he not go in there? Oh, if he can't go in there because he's not in a party, that's gonna be so disappointing. I didn't think of that. But it seems like he's getting pretty satisfied otherwise. So, yay, I guess? We'll just have to see. But look at that! He's already at the satisfaction ranking that we need. Beautiful. And, oh, we're getting even closer. We're almost to 4 stars. Okay, he's in this room now. Please go into the boss room. Oh, he probably can't go in because he's not in a group. That's so disappointing. He's a legendary hero. He should be able to go wherever he wants. Oh, but he's actually almost dead too, so we probably might cash in on him here too. Maybe this little spider will do him in. He's so weak, you can't even see his health bar except for that tiny pixel right there. And he's fighting more things because he's just wandering aimlessly. And we took him out too. So we got the spawner of Draken there. Amazing! And there's still other heroes here too. Not that they can actually visit the boss room. What's also surprising is these campfires are actually not being depleted. So we might need a second one in this room over here since it's such a high traffic area. And as the last hero leaves, we are just shy of 4 stars. But we do have another legendary hero to try and, you know, do something with. Plus we can reap more souls too. So hey, we're back up to 50% satisfaction. Nice. Okay, so legendary heroes not being able to go into the boss room. Noted. Also, these guys go down really fast. Is it because of maybe the blacksmith bonuses too that people are getting? This room has a negative impact on satisfaction. Why? In this room too? I swear, they're only satisfied if they're fighting something in every room. Do you really need that? Okay, spawner of Draken, what's special about you? Might attract monsters from beyond. Interesting. That'd be something good for this little room, I guess. Can we put something on there? We can. So I think it's time to summon another Inferno. Hopefully something good. Ooh, it's another shaman here. Kind of wish I could reroll these, not gonna lie. But here, let's just grab it. And you are new, so we'll take you for a baby Drake. Aw, that's amazing. And then we can boost this one with 20 souls to be a little better, more of a boss. And then we'll get Midas over here because we can summon him now. Day 49. And it's not gonna take very long for us to reach 4 stars here as well. Oh, wait. Not enough money. Oh, so that's the problem they're having. Although This guy still is earning money, so it's not too big of an issue, I think. And he also doesn't charge very much. But we get enough of these heroes fighting monsters, and then we should get to 4 stars. Oh, and they're in the boss room already. Hey, and I think that did it. Oh no, that was for the level up, which they are leveling up quite a bit too. Oh, but there it is now, 4 stars. Yes, a 4-star dungeon. I love that so much. But now there's party members that are kind of trickling in and out of here, which is a little awkward. And I think some of the heroes get pretty close to dying too, but not nearly as quick as the monsters though. That guy went belly up. Whoa, look at that now. This guy spawned with some little bat things. Extra little monsters in there. Oh, good. Maybe I should replace all the spawners with those then. Ooh, Midas is here, so now he's going through. But also just that first rat boosted his happiness so much. These legendary heroes are way too easy to satisfy. And sadly, the blacksmith is out of charges too, so he can't even get a buff there. The good news is there's plenty of monsters in here that is really helping get these guys where they need to be to pass the dungeon. I wonder if the rarity of monster has something to do with how satisfied they get, but also we're almost at maximum rating again. But hey, the maximum rating is over 4 stars. That's even better. And I do think I might need faster spawners in each of the rooms now, just so that the monsters are always plentiful. Oh, but he is just shy. Thankfully, there's more monsters for him to fight on the way out. And hopefully the other party members interfering doesn't sabotage that. Oh, come on. You got a little more in you. You got a little more exploring in you. No, 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 no! Oh, if there were more monsters for him to fight, that would have been passing. Well, at least we got bigger pockets, and you know what? I'm real tired of these monsters not being there when I need them to be there. So we're gonna switch over all of these spawners to the fast ones. Every 15 seconds, and this one is every 25, so that's 10 seconds faster. But they're also a lot more expensive, so we can't replace all of them, unfortunately. But I think we can also move this blacksmith somewhere more efficient, because if the heroes don't have money to do anything, then it's not really worth him being there. So we could get him set up in this room before the boss fight. I think that's a good spot for a blacksmith to be. Okay, I think we can try Midas again. With the monsters here, he should have a much better time in the dungeon. It was just really poor timing. And I know I'm going in 3 times speed, but I think the faster spawners are being a lot more effective in the dungeon now too. And he's taking pretty much the same path as before, which might make sense. Have people been taking the blacksmith? I actually haven't been paying attention to that. They must have, because he's empty. Okay, now he's getting into the areas with the faster spawners and still fighting things, but his happiness isn't going up nearly as fast. Probably because this guy here is messing things up for him. Let him fight the monster all on his own. Or he just isn't fighting at all and is letting it smack him. I hate to say it, but this honestly might be a worse run for Midas, because he's got this guy just on his heels every step of the way. Let him fight things on his own. At least with 2 monsters here, it should be a little better time. Oh, but of course they're not here. Of course not. I said faster spawners in there for a reason. But he also just really doesn't fight back sometimes, which is a little weird. And so he didn't get any satisfaction from that at all. And he's leaving already. You know what? Just end the day. Everybody out. Okay, well, even if he doesn't like it, we still have a 4.3 popularity rating, which is so much better. And I really like how this boss room turned out too. Everybody seems to love it, and I certainly hope you guys did as well. The dungeon is really coming along, and we are very close to 5 stars. So let me know what you guys think. What we should change to maybe do that, or if you even want to see that, be sure to let me know. Thank you very much for watching, and sub to Intern. And thanks to the channel members, including Bread, Corby Farm, Dakota, Donamoto, DVNX, Ancient Elixir, Matthew, Hateful Harold, Peggy Sue, Droopalong, Lily, The Minor Within, DeGarity, Sans, Isaac, V, Killer Squad, Mousy Mouse, Nicholas, and Lollipop.